like this. It's all like that. Like this. Welcome back to Carsick. In this video, I will be attempting to reupholster the steering wheel. I've had the steering wheel for a year or so now. I picked it up at the junkyard. I pulled it off a Civic, I think. It's nothing fancy. It's a Grant steering wheel. I like the shape. I like the size. Here comes my wife to make fun of me. Like a peanut gallery over here. I already pulled off the cover that was on there. I believe it was vinyl. So the first step to any reupholstery, carefully remove the cover that's already there so you can trace it for a template. Kind of not like this. Pretty much not like this. This is the one that came off. I can't make a template out of this. I can't use this. Throw it away. So I gotta make a new one. Let's look at some of the things we have. Some of the tools that I may or may not need. So here's the steering wheel. I'm gonna have to get a couple screws. It's missing a couple. I'll get those from Ace or something. It is foam. It's seen better days, but it was cheap. It was like $10. This is test run number 1 with a baseball stitch. So I got leather. Actually, when I did my first steering wheel, when I was trying to figure out what to do before I ended up wrapping it with cotton and shellac, I bought this material from Hobby Lobby. There's just a bunch of remnants you can buy. It was like $9. I think there's a whole bunch of it. I got more too. There's all a bunch of colors and stuff it came with, but I got the black out. I think this should be enough. This is what you want here. This is the leather section of Hobby Lobby. This is what I got before. This is a remnant pack. It was like $9. It's like a couple pounds of leather. They sell pubic hair. Different colors too. Gray, black, blonde. I got some contact cement to glue it to the foam. There's my needles. They're rounded tip. Some waxed thread, black. I got this thing. It's like a scratcher for an awl. It's not really an awl. It's really like a score for metal, but I couldn't find a good awl at the store, so this is good for punching holes. And some other stuff, some scissors, things like such. I think the first thing I'm going to do is try and make this template, is I'm going to cover the rim and masking tape. And the idea is to cut along this line and hopefully peel it back and lay it on the leather and trace it over, or lay it on some cardstock and trace it to that first. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Because they're grateful.
I just don't know. I'm just winging it. I am just winging it, you know what I mean? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, there's my cardboard template. 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that'll translate okay to leather. I don't know. Also, when I go to cut it on the leather, I have to give myself an extra, I think I want 1/4 of an inch on each side. That will give me room for sewing these together. This ain't easy, folks. Hopefully it'll work. No guarantees though. I don't know why I just didn't buy an NRG steering wheel. Why do I do this to myself? as you can see, things are getting pretty serious here. Look at the sewing kit. So manly. This is what I think of when I think of race cars. Stuff like this. So I'll transfer these patterns to the leather. There's my marks. About to poke some holes. I'm gonna line up both of these and mark them both at the same time. So I got 2 needles on the same thread, and then you go through, boom, and then you just do like this, like that. When you're done, it should look something like that. Not super happy with how it's turning out. I think I'm gonna start over. So here's where I started. Looks awesome. And it starts getting a little goofy here. And I got a couple of goofy ass bunches here I don't like. But then I did this side and it's even worse. It's just getting worse and worse as I get closer to this spoke here. So it's gonna end up being something like that. Look at that. That's unacceptable. But just too much stretch is putting wrinkles everywhere else. And I know it's just gonna get even worse as I get up here. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it in suede. I got some suede here. Got that from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just gonna make one strip all the way around without these little flapper dealios in it, and then I'll go back afterwards and make little shapes and glue them on over the spokes and maybe sew it up the back here. Hey Dusty. Oh, your cute little sweater. Oh, he's so precious. Oh, he's so precious. Peeper. Hey, Peeper. What are you doing? It sucks when you have to undo a bunch of work you already did, but this isn't gonna work. Even if I did get it finished all the way around, I'd be super unhappy with it. I'd feel it every single time I drive the car. I'd be pissed. So here we go. Coming undone. The first time I punched holes in this was by hand. This time I'm using a badass manly power tool. Kenmore sewing machine. It's not moving it. That didn't quite work. Looks like I'll be doing it the old-fashioned way. Finally, something's working. Last night I got the rim all sewed on. Wapow! I glued down the spokes where I didn't stitch. I glued them down. So now I'm going to take some more of my leather, my suede, cut out, wrap around, glue on, stitch on the back, and hopefully be done with this dang thing. Alright, after a bunch of fiddling, this piece looks something like that. Boom. Just gonna wrap around, glue on the front, stitch on the back. So I'm gonna put holes here and here, get it ready. Dun, 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 dun.